Welcome to our inaugural edition of the pre-match analysis from All My Arsenal. Last week, Unai Emery and his boys lived through the disappointment of throwing away a two-goal lead versus Watford, and they will be keen to avoid a repeat of that scenario when they face Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League game in Germany. And given their away form, which has been patchy, even though pre-Watford they won 3 on the bounce, they are still not a very convincing side away from the comfort of the Emirates, so they will have to be at their very best to get a result here. So with that said, let's look at the possible lineup for the game. Ben Leno has played every minute of the Premier League so far, so Emiliano Martinez is almost certainly going to take his place in goal. Callum Chambers, who has every right to feel hard-done, having put in a decent performance against Newcastle and getting benched for David Luiz, and since then hasn't played a single minute of action, will probably, just probably, partner Skudran Mustafi, who is yet to appear in the matchday squad this season. Due to lack of options, Kolasinac and Ainsley Maitland-Niles look likely to continue on their fullback duties. And in the midfield, that's where the question arises, but it still looks likely that Lucas Torreira, who came off the bench versus Watford, will partner Matteo Guendouzi in the midfield pivot with Joe Willock just ahead of them. And in the attack, it gets interesting because Alexandre Lacazette has been diagnosed out till the end of the month. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has played every single minute of Premier League action, so it's unlikely to feature here, as he obviously will need a break. So Bukayo Saka, 17 years of age, is likely to take the left wing, with Nelson on the opposite wing and Brazilian wonder kid Gabriel Martinelli leading the line. That's a young attack, talented but still very raw. But nonetheless, Unai Emery probably has no option than to field all of them in an attack. Now let's look at the tactical lessons learned from the Watford game. Unai Emery decided to field a 4-4-2 diamond in the game against Watford, and against Eintracht Frankfurt it looks to be a very unwise decision to take. Frankfurt play a 3-4-1-2 which leaves 3 midfielders, as opposed to the one midfield pivot a 4-4-2 diamond leaves. If Unai Emery plays that as shown in the yellow triangle, it's going to leave a 3 midfielders to 1 midfielder against the Gunners in the game, and that will almost certainly mean Frankfurt dominating the midfield area, which in turn will give them many turnovers, as the Gunners are even very known for committing turnovers just in their own box. So it will be a very unwise decision to field a 3-4-1-2 formation, or rather a 4-4-2 formation diamond midfield. And another issue that was really brought up after the Watford game was the game management. Unai Emery made some substitutions that can be said to be very questionable. And against Frankfurt, he will have to be at his very tactical best, both on the field of play and in his starting lineup. So let's just hope he gets it right. He's known to tinker with his lineup and his tactical tricks. So let's just hope he gets it right this time. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you again.